Hey everyone, it's Kelly here with She Learns Video, and today I am going to share with you all of the gear that I have in my own bag as a hybrid shooter between both photography and videography. I hope that this information is helpful to you when you're just getting started with the possibility of shooting video or adding video to your business. So let's jump in. Okay, so to start it out, my favorite tool is my Canon EOS R. It is my buddy. We go everywhere. It's so small and compact. I love it. It shoots all my videos, all my photographs, and I'm really excited to potentially upgrade to the Canon EOS R6 that's coming out later this year in 2020. I have already actually pre-ordered it, so I'm super excited to see what it can do. But as I've said before, whatever camera you have and you can shoot with is the right camera. Start out with whatever you have and then eventually look to upgrade based on those video needs or photography needs, depending on where your focus is in your business. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna cover are the lenses that I utilize. This is a 50mm lens. I use this most often when I'm doing interviews. Sometimes I'll utilize it if I am trying to stay back further distance, such as during a pandemic, which we're currently in. So if you're watching this down the road, hopefully that has subsided. But the 50 does give you a little bit more range than perhaps the 35 would. So this right here is my favorite lens. It's the 35. I utilize this lens all the time for my personal work and then also for any family films that I'm doing, whether that's in home or at the park with young kids when I'm trying to get up close and really interacting with them. This is my go-to lens. I love this one. It is the new RF lens from Canon. I utilize it on my Canon EOS R, and as soon as it comes in, I'll be using it on my R6. So love this lens. It's a 1.8. It does have image stabilization built in, so that's a nice perk as well. Okay, the other lens I have is the Canon RF 24-105. It is a zoom lens. It's an f4.0. It has image stabilization, and I really like it for shooting weddings, or if I'm doing an interview and I'm just trying to adjust my focal length, or maybe if I'm in a tight space and not exactly sure what length I'm going to be utilizing the entire time, it gives you that opportunity to adjust back and forth. So I love that zoom lens. It's been a great addition to my little lens team here. And while I do really like prime lenses, I love having the opportunity to shoot with a zoom from time to time. Lastly, I have an 85. I don't use this lens all that often for video, but as I said with the 50, there are times where you just need to be a little bit further away from your subject, or you kind of want that nice creamy bokeh, that background blur or that fall off from your subject, and the 85 gives me that option. I do utilize this RF EF adapter from Canon whenever I am putting any of my EF mount lenses on my EOS R. I use that for my 85 and also for my 50. So those are two items that require the adapter, and it works pretty streamlined. The other thing I have in my bag are lots of these buddies, lots of backup batteries. Batteries are awesome when you're shooting video because you're gonna go through them a lot faster than you would if you were just shooting photographs. So having lots of backup batteries is always a bonus. So the next item that I think you should invest in, if you don't already have, are fast memory cards. The thing about fast memory cards is that you really need a fast write speed in order for your camera to process all the video files really quickly. So that way you don't have any lag and your camera is just operating fully functionally the entire time. I think that investing in some larger cards is also important because those video files are going to take up more space. So I like to use the 128 gigabyte. Sometimes I'll utilize a 64, but love to make sure I'm giving myself plenty of space on those memory cards. I also love my little Pelican case here. This is in my bag. It keeps all my cards safe and free from water and destruction, or whatever happens. But mainly toddlers, that's usually what I'm watching out for. few other items. This one is my Tascam DR10L. It is a microphone I utilize sometimes at weddings, or if I'm doing interviews, I will clip this on the subject and get really nice, clean audio. I love these little buddies. I have two of them. I have both white and black, so depending on what my subject is wearing, it gives me the opportunity to switch those out. Or at a wedding, I may mic the bride and the groom, or the groom and the officiant, something like that, just giving myself lots of backup audio options. Another tool I use are my stretchy camera straps. I have a few of these. I love them for stabilizing my camera. I'll put them around my neck and hold my camera right out here so that it gives you that extra layer of stabilization when you are shooting video. Okay, so the next item I really love is my Manfrotto monopod. It provides me with the opportunity to stabilize my camera and just have that extra layer of balance whenever I'm shooting. So the camera strap is great if you are at a family session, maybe chasing around little toddlers or doing your own personal work. I love stabilizing with the camera strap, but if you're at a wedding or a big event, then I think the monopod is a great upgrade. I do have a fluid head for it. I also have a tripod, which I'm currently using to make this video, and they are just great opportunities for you to stabilize your camera when you're shooting video. There are plenty of options with these. This one is one of the more expensive options, but it will last you forever. It will stand the test of time. I will say that if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, we do have some great recommendations on shelernsvideo.com. I'll link that below and you can check it out. Okay, so another tool I have in my bag, and it's something that I upgraded to last year, but I have a gimbal, which this is just another tool you can utilize for stabilizing your camera. It really provides some beautiful cinematic shots, and it's something that if you're serious about filmmaking can be a really great investment to stabilize your camera. The one that I have is the Zion Crane 2. I love it. It's been a great tool for me to use and something that has really expanded the capabilities I have for my films. So the other thing I have are two different types of Rode video microphones. I love these because they just mount right on top of your camera. This one is the Rode Video Micro. I use it more as a backup option at this point, and then the one I'm utilizing right now is called the Rode Video Mic Pro. It is a great microphone. It has so many different options as far as what levels you're shooting at. It also gives you a bypass filter that you can throw on there to get out any of that background noise. So I love that for picking up like ambient audio if you're shooting a family film or shooting your own kids at the park, or if you are at a wedding and you just want some of the crowd noise from the reception, it can give you a little bit of that as well. It's also just a wonderful backup audio source if you are doing an interview and maybe you're using a lavalier mic like the Tascam, but having that backup option with the Rode microphone is gonna be awesome as well. Okay, so another tool I have for audio, and this is one that is a little bit more expensive, but is a nice option if you are shooting weddings or big events and you want to have some additional audio recording capabilities. This is the Tascam DR40. I love it. It provides very clean audio. It has some little plugins here down at the bottom where you put your cords in, and oftentimes I'll connect it directly to the DJ booth at a wedding, so it gives you that nice, clean, crisp audio that I talk about all the time, and it is just a nice little tool to have in your bag. So if you are looking to shoot weddings, I would highly recommend it, and it will give you just some more reliable audio quality for your films. Okay, last but not least is if you are going to be doing any type of interviews or talking head style videos such as this one, you may want to invest in some lights. I do have two Neewer LED video lights, and I will link them below along with everything else. I'm utilizing them right now, but they work really well. I love them. They provide nice, soft light, anytime I need it, and they're fairly affordable. So I'm always looking for gear that is super affordable but serves its purpose and can be a great addition to your kit without breaking the bank. Okay, so that's it. That's all the gear that I utilize for shooting video and photography. I think that for the most part, I've been able to put this kit together and keep it within a decent budget. I'm always looking for great, affordable options to add to my kit while being sure to spend the necessary amount to get high quality products. And I hope this was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed learning more about what's in my bag, and potentially these could be items that you add to your kit down the line. If you want to learn more, I've linked all the products that I utilize below, and you can leave us a comment if you have any questions. You can subscribe and like and all those fun things to stay posted on all the content from She Learns Video. Thanks.